Hello children, how are you all? I hope you all are fine. Today we will start our new lesson number 7, the animal kingdom. Children, when we talk about jungle, what's come to your mind? Different types of animal like lion, tiger, elephant, crocodile, snake, lizard, so many. Do these animals look similar? No, they are all different. Now, we can categorize them based on some other features. Sometime it could be where they live, like land animal or aquatic animal, or sometime some other features like how they walk. Okay. We find so many animals around us, but it is difficult to study so many different animals. So, biologists divided into a smaller groups. The science of living being is called biology. And the scientists who study living beings are called biologists. Biologists find it easier to study living beings by dividing them into groups. The biggest of these groups are called kingdom. All plants belong to a group called the plant kingdom. All animals belong to the animal kingdom. We have already discussed how plant can be divided into two smaller groups, flowering plants and non-flowering plants. In this chapter, we have talked about animal kingdom. Children, do you have backbone? Yes, we all have. And you know what are the benefits of backbone? Now, this backbone is main structure of our skeletal system. It gives support to a body. Similarly, for other animals also it does the same purpose. Animals can be grouped on the basis of presence and absence of backbone. They are grouped into two types, vertebrates, invertebrates. Vertebrates have backbone. Invertebrates, backbone is absence. We have backbone, so we are under categories of vertebrates. In this picture, you can see vertebrates animal. So vertebrates or animal with a backbone. In this picture, you can see invertebrates animal. So invertebrates or animal without a backbone. Blue whales are the largest vertebrates, while colossal squids are the largest invertebrates. Both live in the sea. Now let us discuss first vertebrates. Animals with backbone and skull are called vertebrates. They can be found just about everywhere in ocean, river, forest, mountain, desert, etc. Vertebrates have backbone and skull. The backbone has nerves running through it. The skull protects the brain. Only about 2% of all animals are vertebrates. The backbone helps vertebrates move more skillfully than invertebrates. Vertebrates are divided into 5 groups: fish, amphibians, reptiles, birds, and mammals. Now let us discuss one by one. Fish. They are the largest group of vertebrates. They all live in water. Fish have a head, an elongated body, and a tail. Many fish are covered with scales that protect them. Their body has a smooth outline to help them cut through water. They have fins that help them to swim. They have a heart that pumps blood through the body. Fish breathe with the help of gills. Fish are oviparous. Oviparous means fish lay eggs. Female fish lay their eggs in water. Baby fish called fry hatch from eggs. They can hear and have a sharp sense of touch. There are thousands of kinds of fish, from tiny fish the size of our thumbnail to huge shark. Some fish eat plants, some eat other fish, some eat tiny creatures in the water. Others get food from the mud settled at the bottom of ponds and rivers. I told you fish are oviparous. Most fish lay lots of eggs, but they do not look after them. Some, like seahorses and eels, do not look like fish at all. Amphibians. The word amphibian means something that live in water as well as on land. When they are young, they live in water. As adults, they spend most of their time on land. So, they are called amphibian. Now, let us see their characteristic. They breathe through gills and move with the tail. Amphibians are oviparous, means they lay eggs but they don't take care of them. Most amphibians are carnivorous, means they eat insects. Amphibian skin has no protective covering. They live on land but they stay on near water to keep their skin moist. If their skin dries out, they die. Example, frogs and toads. Frogs have a short body and a long, strong legs, which are good for jumping. Their webbed feet help them swim. Frogs have a slippery, moist skin. Most frogs eat insects. Toads have a shorter leg and are mostly terrestrial. They also have webbed feet. Toad have a dry skin. Toad also eat insects. They catch their prey with their tongue. Metamorphosis in frog. Mother frogs and toads lay their eggs in water. When they are born, they are aquatic larvae or tadpoles. They breathe through gills and move with the tail. As the larvae grow, their appearance change. They lose their gills and develop lungs to breathe. They lose their tails and develop four legs to move on land. This is the metamorphosis in frog. Reptiles. Reptiles have a head, a trunk, limbs and tail. Their bodies are covered with hard scale. Most reptiles are terrestrial, but a few are aquatic. They are cold-blooded animals, means they need external heat like heat from the sun to maintain their body temperature. That is why they are called cold-blooded animals. All reptiles breathe through lungs. They come to the surface to breathe from time to time. Reptiles are oviparous, means they lay egg. Most reptiles are carnivorous and capture live prey. Reptiles can be classified into four main groups. First one, snakes. Snakes have long bodies with no limbs. To move, they slither. Most are terrestrial. Lizard. Lizards are small reptiles. They have long bodies and four very short legs. They crawl. Crocodiles. Crocodiles are very large reptiles. They have four legs and a long body covered with hard skin. They use their teeth to capture prey. Turtles. Turtles have a shell to protect their body. They can extend their head, legs and tail through opening in the shell. Many turtles are aquatic, but they breathe air and lay eggs on land. Birds. They have wings and they are covered with feathers. The body of a bird is covered with feathers. It has wings instead of four limbs. Its bones are light and hollow, and its muscles are strong. All these things help a bird fly. Birds have heart and lungs. They take in air through their nostrils. They are warm-blooded animals, means they can maintain their body temperature. They do not have teeth. They have special stomach chewing called the gizzard. Birds have eyesight is much sharper than ours, and they can see all around them much better than us. Birds are very caring parents. They build nests for their young. They sit on their eggs to keep them warm. And when the chick hatch, they look after them and feed them. Mammals. These include animals that give birth to live young ones. Animals that grow up feeding on their mother's milk are called mammals. We and most of our pets and farm animals are mammals. Most mammals are born looking like tiny copies of their parents. A few strange mammals lay eggs. Mammals. All mammals have a head, a trunk and limbs. They breathe through lungs. They are warm-blooded. Mammals are the animals that have a body covered with hair and fur. This keeps them warm. Mammals are terrestrial. They have four limbs. Mammals are viviparous because the young develop inside the female's body. Mammals have ears that you can see. Even aquatic mammals like whales have lungs and need to take in air. That is why they come up to the surface of the water. Now let us discuss next group, invertebrates. Invertebrates are simple than vertebrates. Many of them do not have an organ system for breathing. They simply soak in oxygen through their skin. And invertebrates is an animal without a backbone. They are generally small because without backbone, it is difficult to support a large body. The larger invertebrates are aquatic. That means they live in water. Water helps them move out. About 98% of all animals are invertebrates. It is difficult to study so many different animals. So biologists divided invertebrates into smaller groups. First, the group of insect, spider, crabs and their cousin. Second, the group of snail, slugs and squids. Now let us discuss one by one both groups. Now let us discuss first group insect, spider, crabs. Insect, spiders, crabs and millipedes are similar in some ways. They all have many pairs of jointed legs and a hard shell covering their body. Insects have 3 pairs of legs. Spider, scorpion have 4 pairs of legs. Crabs, lobster and prawns have 5 or more pairs of legs. Millipedes have many pairs of legs. In this picture you can see millipedes are plant eaters. Their legs are distributed in groups of 2. Centipedes have also many pairs of legs. Centipedes eat insects like spider. In this picture you can see their legs are evenly distributed. The animals of this group are not similar in every way. Some are aquatic like lobster and prawns. Some are terrestrial like scorpion, centipedes and millipedes. They live on land. Some are hunter like scorpion and centipedes are hunter, while millipedes eat plant. Most insects can fly, while the other animal of this group cannot fly. Insects have sharp eyes. Each eye of an insect is made up of many small eyes. Life cycle of insect. Most insects do not look like their parents when they hatch. The babies of mosquito, flies, butterflies, moth, bees and many other insects look like worms and are called larvae. The larvae of butterflies and moth are called caterpillar. Larvae eat and grow for some time. Then they cover themselves with a case. They are called pupa. Inside the case, they change form to look like their parents. Finally, the adult insect break the case and come out. Some insects like cockroach and grasshopper that do not go through great change in form while growing. The baby is called nymph. In this picture you can see look like a small wingless adult. Wings grow when the baby becomes bigger. So this is the life cycle of insect. The next group is the group of snails, slugs and squids. Animals of this group have soft body. Some of them have a hard shell that protects the body. The shell is made up of calcium, the material our bones and teeth are made of. Garden snail, pond snail, slugs and all the sea creatures with beautiful cells belong to this group. Octopus have long arms or tentacles with which they catch their prey, and their cells are hidden inside their body. Snails have eyes at the tip of their feeler, but slugs do not have any protective covering like shell. Most people dislike garden snail and slugs because they eat up plant, but we use of animal of this group in many ways. Children, I hope you all understood this. That's all for today. Thank you.